from cold traffic, right? I filtered out all warm traffic. So this is only cold traffic who didn't know about me. 20% conversion rate increase, and 3% average order value increase. So to have a 20% conversion rate increase from cold traffic is insane. So let's build a product offer page. Step 1, decide on your layout. You're going to do traditional, long form, or mini site. There's a new version of mini site that I'll show you at the end, which is kind of fun. So answer the question, do you have a lot to say about the product? If the answer is no, then you're going to do a traditional product offer page, like Zappos with their shoes. There's just not a lot to say. So they do a very traditional product offer page. Tabbed product content, focus on the image carousel, not a lot of sales copy. They're going to go traditional. If there is a lot to say about your product, you're going to go long form or mini site. So once you've chosen that, the next step is optimize your header. Navigation matters. Oftentimes on my product pages, I've got nothing but a return to store link in my header. I've got a different header for my product pages than I do the rest of the pages on my site. I don't want to give you any other navigation. Shopping cart, or go back to look at the other products. Of course, you can go to the footer and get to other parts of my site, but your navigation matters. So let's talk about your header and some style tips. Number 1, keep it slender. You don't want the header on desktop to take up more than 15 to 20% of the entire real estate. And on mobile, you don't want the header to take up more than 10% of the real estate, ideally. You want to give access to the shopping cart in the header. Notice that we will have shopping cart icons on our sites in the header because we want people to be able to tap that. I like to include my brand tagline in my header on desktop to reaffirm my brand's identity. I think that's really important, and I talk a lot about that in my social media marketing classes, but I always put my tagline also at the top of my header to remind people what I stand for. And I'll always have a call to action in the header to opt in or to purchase. Also in the hamburger menu on mobile, I'll have that same call to action to opt in or to purchase. And I get about 30% more opt-ins than before I had this. So CTA in my header, join my email list, which is my number 1 thing that I want you to do. I'm always going to have my brand logo in my header as well. You'll notice they've got it here on their site because people know that when you click that brand logo, it takes you back to the homepage. So people are aware that they can tap that to get back to the homepage. So I always put the brand logo in there as well. And I've got really simple, easy to read text navigation in my hamburger menu. Big, high, giant font. Now let's talk through some mobile specific header improvements because I had a huge increase in my conversion rate just by optimizing the header of my site, of my product page. It's the only thing I did. And of course that rolls out to my entire site. So you see, I used to have my logo, my phone number, and then a hamburger menu and a shopping cart in my header. And when I took this screenshot, this was actually a couple years ago when I ran this test, I was doing about, let's say 52% of my traffic was from mobile at that time and 24% was from tablet. And the mobile traffic was converting at 1%, my desktop traffic was converting at 4%, my tablet was around 2%. I knew I had to fix this issue of mobile only getting me 87 cents a visitor versus $3.15 a visitor on desktop. And now my mobile traffic's even more than this. So what I did was I made my header more functional by adding labeled buttons, a search option, and important bookmark pages. So I started out with this. Now, keep in mind, this is still breaking the rule of more than 10% of the screen real estate taken up from mobile. But there's some important things here. I've since gotten rid of the logo on mobile and gotten rid of the sublinks on mobile. But even just doing this, I did that. So I went from what you see on the left over to here to what you see on the right, which the icons at the top are the most important part of that. And then I added something that said, when you scrolled down, I added a quick way for you to get back up to the top. So as you scrolled down, I added a button that you could tap that if you weren't interested in what was on that page, it would take you right back up to the top of the page where all the action is, right? The header. So as you scroll down, that little button appears for you. And then I also added the main bar to appear on scroll intent. So as an example, as soon as you start to scroll up, if you're on mobile and you begin to scroll up, i.e. you're no longer interested in what is on the product page, I drop the header down for you. I don't make you scroll all the way to the top. I give you access to that header. So I'll show you what that actually looks like. So, and by the way, this is what my navigation menu looked like. Super hard to read, pink, white text, and I made that much cleaner, much simpler, bigger text on white. So I displayed the entire menu, gave the ability to hide the menu, made it big, easy to read font, gave a clear white background. From cold traffic, right? I filtered out all warm traffic. So this is only cold traffic who didn't know about me. 20% conversion rate increase, and 3% average order value increase. So to have a 20% conversion rate increase from cold traffic is insane. Significantly more revenue and profit with just those simple modifications to my headers.